Hello and welcome to GPTV on Tuesday the 2nd of September. My name is Phillip Kingston.
I'm Gary Peer.
And I'm Leon Guzenfitter.
And you are Leon Guzenfitter, and great to have you on GPTV, you big tall fellow, which we'll talk more about in a moment. We'll explain to the viewers why you're here. But firstly, let's just talk about that. Here we are on the 2nd of September, which means spring is in the air everywhere I look around.
Spring has sprung, indeed. And we are here, Phil, in spring, and it's all happening.
How
and
good
there's
spring.
Plenty going on.
Tell me, you're feeling a bit toey, Gary?
I'm feeling frisky.
You are,
spring
because
can do
spring,
that.
the birds and the bees, and, it is the season for
Phil.
love, Gary.
It is. And Leon, congratulations on the most amazing month that you had last month. So well done.
Well done,
Very,
Leon.
very exciting. Lots of stuff going on. You've got a team now, Leon?
Which actually, let's just explain why Leon's here, because Leon is here because
not just because he's tall,
because he is the reigning salesperson of the month for the month of August.
Well, July really, but we've sort of, a bit
July,
late with it,
okay.
We're a month behind in getting people here.
All right.
So, yes.
See, that's been a bit slack of us. So you're the reigning salesperson of the month of July.
August doesn't get revealed till tonight.
A good point, Gary. Good point.
Good
point.
Yeah,
that's why they pay you the big money, isn't it?
That's it, Philip. So Leon is the current man, well, at least for today.
How tall are you, by the way?
I'm only 6'3", Phil.
6'3"?
Are you 6'3", really?
Yeah,
because I find that hard to believe, because I'm 6'1". I've always thought I was 6'1".
You've always said you're 6'1". Leon, great month. You've got a team that's building all the time. Tell us about your latest member of the team.
Yes, so Jared Martin's come on board as of July, and the team has now built to 4.
So let's have a look. There's you that's running the show.
Yeah, that's right.
Then you've got Ben Eisner, who's been with you for quite some time, who's doing great work, just in case his parents are listening, doing great work. Now, the administration, which is looked after by Krisha, who's been with us now for a number of years.
2 years with me and previously.
Doing a great job.
We trained her up for you nicely, didn't we?
And now Jared Martin's come on board, so you're a powerful team of 4 players.
And the story of Jared's a nice one, isn't it? Because you're old mates.
We're good friends. Been friends for a long time, lived together, and now we've brought him into the industry.
He's a nice guy too, Jared, so if you're listening, we think you're a nice guy.
He will be listening, so congratulations, Leon. It's all coming together. What sort of real estate have you been exceeding with? Because I know there's a big variety. You sell stuff at the top end, the middle, flats, off the plan, everything. But what's been working for you really well, or what have you been working well for?
Yeah, look, we don't discriminate. We'll take them all, but we have had a lot of success selling modern townhouses. I think one of the pair duplex has really become the standard family home.
We're talking about the townhouses that are side by side, party wall going straight down the centre.
In the middle.
You've knocked off quite a few of those, haven't you? Gardenvale Road and Booran Road, and in Bentley you've had a few.
We've had set the record in Malcolm Street, McKinnon, which was exciting. And we had one in
the Night Building Group, if you're watching.
And we've got a couple coming up. We've got one at auction this weekend in Blackshaw Street. And we also have one starting in Lindsay Avenue, just started this weekend. So
you've been doing a lot in Bentley too, haven't you?
We have. Bentley has just become the most exciting place to live. It seems, anything around that McKinnon school zone's obviously in very high demand.
And Brighton East, you're somewhat of a specialist in Brighton
East. Yes, it's just a little part of the world that I've decided to look after, and we're seeing a lot of places in Brighton East. And
Brown Street just on the weekend.
Great result there.
So let's talk about the auctions that were, Leon. Can you wrap them up for us, please?
Sure, Gary.
Okay, we started off in Emma Street on Saturday at 10:30 a.m. Of course, the auctioneer there was myself. Tell us a little bit about that outcome.
23 Emma Street, Caulfield South was the first auction up on Saturday morning and was actually passed in and now available at what I think is a pretty reasonable price at 1.2 million, a renovated 4-bedroom house, and there's not many of those available at that price in the market. So get down and have a look at 23 Emma Street. It'll be open this weekend. The auction at Brown Street was fantastic, Gary. We had 6 bidders compete for the home. We reached reserve pretty quickly, and a fiery auction took it out all the way past reserve at a price that was undisclosed. But again, a fiery auction and a great result in the suburb. 2 at 164 to 166 Murrumbina Road went to auction Saturday afternoon, and again was very competitive. Again, a price that was undisclosed, but it blew past the reserve, which was at 600,000, and many tens and tens of thousands of dollars over reserve there, Gary.
So that's the wrap for Saturday. Quiet day, only 3 auctions, Philip. You just poked your head out for the one in East Brighton.
Tell you what, I'm just starting to limber up for spring. 3 auctions.
Absolutely, that was very quiet day, but still some great success there. Of course, I enjoyed Emma Street and Leo Samuel. Sunday, it was all about Caulfield. We did have 5 different suburbs that we covered on the weekend, but Sunday, of course, we kicked off in Elstonwick, Philip. You were the man
suburb of mine.
In Seymour Road. What a great address, Phil, and a popular property.
You've got to love Seymour Road, Gary, and I think it was a great result.
Tell us.
No question that we had lots of people bidding there.
As you'd expect in that address.
It was just as you would expect in Seymour Road.
Leon, tell us exactly what happened there.
Yes, 2 at 46 Seymour Road, Elsternwick was our first auction up on Sunday morning. Again, another competitive auction, and again, an undisclosed result, but it went, again, tens and tens of thousands of dollars over reserve. And Seymour Road, one of the best streets in Elsternwick. It's very hard not to sell in that street, and another very successful Elsternwick result.
4 at 249 Balaclava Road, of course, that was one that you were very involved with also, Leon. A beautiful apartment opposite Caulfield Park. Tell us about the result there, please.
Yes, 4 at 249 Balaclava Road, Caulfield North, went to auction on a beautiful, bright Sunday afternoon. We had 2 bidders compete for the home. The property was passed in and immediately negotiated after the auction for a really good price, Gary.
Philip, that's a great address, isn't it?
Well, it's a great
Road?
building, Gary. I love that building. And great breaking news on GPTV. We've just listed the penthouse in that building, Gary.
Very
so we're
good.
going to run out of that apartment number 4 straight into the auction of number 5. And wait until you see that. I think we've got to do GPTV from there, Gary, because it is stunning.
No sooner did we leave that we're going back there again, Philip.
Absolutely.
Some other great, interesting auction results, Philip. But of course, we finished off in Travaska Street, but before that, a few others to discuss.
Absolutely, Gary.
13 Keene Street, which was not the most picturesque house, but a great land opportunity, went to auction on Sunday, and we had 5 bidders compete for the home, and selling finally under competition, under the hammer, for $1,166,000, Gary. 11 at 1A Ripley Grove in Caulfield North, a fantastic 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom town residence. Went to auction on Sunday, was actually passed in and negotiated immediately after the auction for $690,000, a really great price for a really nice unit. 5 at 613 Inkerman Road, Caulfield North, overlooking Caulfield famous Lenny's Deli, went to auction on Sunday, and we had 2 bidders compete for the property, a reserve of $450,000 and 2 bidders taking it out to $460,500. Well, what an auction, Gary. 25 Travaska Street, Caulfield South. One of the best houses in South Caulfield that we've seen on the market, come on for a long time. And while the final price was undisclosed, I can tell you it was a very, very competitive auction, and probably the record price for that street. Again, I can't disclose the price, but probably the best house in the street and got the best price.
So Travaska Street, last auction of the day, 2:30, still a reasonable finish, or at least an early time for
Absolutely.
us, Philip. But it won't be like that this weekend.
And what a great
upcoming.
house that Travaska Street is. I just want to do a special shout out to Avi Mulder, architect, that did design and supervise the construction of that home. What a gem of a house.
So Phil, that's a wrap for winter. We're getting into spring now.
And how good is it to have winter behind us, Gary?
Oh, I'm happy to have winter behind us. Let that cold breeze just go behind the door, Phil.
Not that, of course, you were here for very much of winter. Most of us were, but you weren't. But good to have winter behind us. And how much do I love spring?
I was committed to making sure that I could be the best I can be in spring.
The freshest,
Phil, by
yes,
being
Gary.
freshened up.
Yep.
You're looking a bit tired there yourself, mate. Maybe a weekend off would be all right for you, or maybe.
Well, if I
3
could
days.
get a weekend off, that'd be great, wouldn't it?
Why don't you take grand final day
Yeah,
off
thanks
Saturday?
very
That's
much. I can
coming
have
up
Melbourne
soon.
Cup Day too.
I can have both. I'll tell you what, it's enough, isn't it? A couple of days. Phil, we've got 12 auctions this weekend over 7 suburbs, so certainly it's going to be
So
exciting.
12 auctions for the first weekend of spring. That really does augur well, doesn't it?
It does, Phil. Shall we
Yep.
review and discuss some of the
I
properties
think
upcoming?
we should, but before we do that, how's the cricket going for you, Leon? Because the viewers may remember we had you on GPTV where we talked about you being an international class cricketer.
Yes.
And as far as we're concerned, he is. But how is the cricket?
book of Russian-born cricketers champions is a very small one, isn't it? Let's face
How's
it.
the cricket?
Well, first of all, you are known to over-exaggerate a little bit, so
Yes,
I might just not say international.
correct?
But
I never knew that.
But it's something I still really enjoy, and do my best to get out as much as possible out in the field. Makes it a bit tough with Saturdays in spring, but as December rolls in and January and February is a little bit quieter for us,
Yep.
I do get out there, and looking forward to going one better this year, because we did lose in the grand final last season.
Oh, did you? Okay. And when is the grand final this
Oh,
year?
you know what?
at the end of
At
March.
least you played in the grand final, even if you did lose. At least you got there. Tell me, what's your proficiency in
Yeah, that's what I was going to
in
ask.
cricket?
What do you do well?
Cricket. Well,
You're a batsman
being
or?
tall and lanky, as you've referred to me, it helps me.
We never said lanky.
No, you did.
We said tall.
We did say lanky. Yeah.
Okay,
You
tall,
said it
lanky,
before,
but rather attractive.
I'll take that.
Lanky's not an insult, Phil. It's nice to be lanky. You'd
okay.
like to be lanky if you
I wouldn't mind
inches
being
taller.
lanky.
Well, he's 6'1", so he can be
That's right.
classified as a little bit lanky. But I am a bowler.
A bowler,
and,
yeah. Fast bowler, spin bowler,
well,
medium bowler.
medium to quick. And
Right.
I think as I've got older and wiser, I realised I wasn't as quick as I thought I was. But bowl seam up and try to...
And just out of interest, and I'm sure the viewers are definitely not interested in your cricketing proficiency, but why would anybody have a medium pace bowler? Wouldn't you have a spin bowler and a fast
maybe
bowler?
just to get some swing and some, I don't know, some seam movement, something a little bit different. Don't really have I think the people who bowl medium are there as probably batsmen who can bowl a little bit of medium rather than a specialty.
So giving the fast bowlers a bit of a break.
A little bit of a break and trying something new.
Good
Did
to
you
know.
ever play cricket?
Good to know. Yeah, I did actually. I
I
played
don't-
cricket for Cootamundra under 11s.
Oh, you were the champion. There's
well, I've
a
got to tell you,
statue in your honour, isn't there?
It's actually
In Cootamundra, the main
actually
town
a very
hall.
good site. A
Town
very good
square.
side, the Cootamundra under 11s.
Yeah.
When there wasn't a brawl. And there's a brawl between the mothers.
That's right. It got ugly, didn't it? Let's talk about the auctions coming up this weekend. If I can keep us back on track, Phil, because it's a big weekend. Let's review some of these fine properties that we're offering,
Let's do
can
that.
we? We start off, Philip, on Saturday morning at 10:30am at number 18 Alder Street in Caulfield South. Now, Adam Josky's been very involved with this property, Philip, and I'm going to be doing the auction, but why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Gary, this is the most stunning home, a beautifully renovated, double-fronted period home with a drop-dead gorgeous modern extension, 4 bedrooms, 1 glamorous bathroom, brilliant entertaining space and a fabulous back garden.
Philip, I'm looking forward to doing that auction because I actually have sold that home once before. Jeremy Rosens, he's going to be dueling auctioneers with me at the same time. Dueling, not as in argument, but at the same time. He's going to be in Lansdowne Road at 10:30am. Tell us about this fine apartment, Philip.
I will, Gary. Lansdowne Road, a favourite address of mine, brilliantly located. Walking distance to our office, the Alma Village, Dandenong Road, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space, and that's an apartment that you can move straight into or put it into the self-managed superannuation fund, Gary.
Good idea, Phil. Now, while Jeremy and I are auctioning, lo and behold, you're also auctioning, Philip. You are going to be in Orong Road, Armidale. This is a beautiful apartment, 10:30am. Tell us a little about it, please.
Gary, 503 Orong Road, Armidale, apartment number 22, which is on the 2nd floor. Now, this is a local landmark building on the corner of Carbrook Avenue. We've sold in this building many times before. They always go well. They're very generous apartments and only 2 apartments per floor. So I'm looking forward to that auction.
Phil, I'm looking forward at 11:30 to a beautiful property that's just around the corner from our office, our Caulfield North office, that would be, Philip. And this one is in East St Kilda in Alma Road, apartment 6 at 192 Alma Road. Got a beautiful big balcony, fabulous aspects, Phil.
It's on the corner of Lansdowne Road, that apartment
It is,
building,
Phil.
isn't it?
Tell us
Yeah.
just a little bit about
Well,
it.
it's been renovated just incredibly. This is straight out of a designer magazine, Gary. 2 bedrooms, but big bedrooms, a huge kitchen, meals, family living area, gorgeous balcony stretching right across the living area. That's a fantastic apartment, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space, but you know, just a generously sized apartment.
Now, Phil, you are going from Armidale to Ormond, and this time you're going to be meeting Mr. Goosenfitter over there in Blackshaw Street, Ormond. Why don't you tell us a bit about this?
Armidale to Ormond. I've got to be careful, Gary, because I only have 6 points left on my on my licence.
Really, is that right?
And that's a bit of a problem because I did get down to 0. I elected to take the
don't say
12 months without.
I don't think we should be advertising.
No, well, you know, people need to know that we
shouldn't know.
We run very carefully.
No, very carefully, so carefully
I'm going
and
to,
0
I
points.
think from that one, I'm going to actually pay somebody to chauffeur drive me
Fair
for
enough.
that one. I just don't want to get caught.
No, well, you need your own private helicopter. It's high time you got one,
Do you
Phil.
know what it is?
Blackshaw
A man like
Street,
me should have a helicopter.
your position. 11:30am, Philip and Leon. You can tell us a bit about this property because you're the handling.
Yes, 9B Blackshaw Street, a fantastic brand new side-by-side, which we spoke about before, and built by the Knight Building Group. 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms in the McKinnon School Zone and all facing north at the back, which I know is really hard to find. And we expect that to go quite well.
Been well received. At 11:30, we're in Elwood, a terrific property. Philip, tell us a little bit about this one.
Gary, I love this apartment. Apartment number 10 at 3 to 5 Daly Street, Elwood. What a great building, what a great floor plan. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 2 security car spaces. This is just inner suburban living and Elwood living at its finest. And how hot is Elwood? Buy in spring and get yourself set for summer. A sexy suburb Elwood is. It's sizzling hot and I love it there.
At 1:30, we're going to be in Glen Huntly Road. Leo Samuel has the honour of auctioning this terrific semi-detached home, Phillip, situated in the section of Glen Huntly Road between Bamborough and Hawthorn Road. Cosmopolitan living, cafes all around you. Tell us a little bit about this property, Phil.
Gary, it's not really a semi. Sometimes you are so tedious in the way you get things wrong.
Well, not
and it's
semi,
obviously
but, you know.
that's why I'm there to cover up for your mistakes, to clean up your garbage that you create.
Tell us about it, Phil.
886A Glen Huntly Road, Caulfield South. What a stunning property. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, off-street car parking for 1 car. This has had a designer makeover and it's nothing short of stunning in a great spot.
Now, every listing's valuable, Phillip, and every sale is a property is a sale that we love, Phil. But I think the finest home going up this weekend, without doubt, is in Sidar Street or Sidare Street in Malvern East.
Yep.
Certainly, that's the finest property going up on Saturday, Phil. You are going to be auctioning that at 2:30 p.m. We are
Gary, I
depending
can't
on you
wait.
to bring your auction skills and prowess. Tell us about this fine
Well,
home.
what I want to do is ask all the viewers to go to our website and click on number 9 Sidare, and just in case you're not sure, Sydare Avenue, Malvern East. This house is smoking hot, one of the best designed houses I've seen.
Yep.
It is glamorous, it's virtually brand new. It's like being in a resort. This house, you could be on holiday 365 days per year. It is magnificent, and it has as many as 5 bedrooms, 5 fabulous bathrooms, lock-up garage for 2 car spaces. Have a look at the kitchen, the entertaining areas, the swimming pool. But click on my video and watch that house just come to life. It's just fabulous.
And I've done a damn fine job of stuffing up again because it's 1:30, not 2:30. But that is Saturday at 1:30 p.m. You're never going to let me live it down. That brings down Saturday. Thankfully, it's over. Let's get to Sunday. We start off on Sunday at 11:30 a.m. in Khartoum Street. A bit of a favourite of yours,
Like
Phil.
Khartoum Street, Gary.
Tell us about this
Yep.
property, Phil. We are auctioning number 7. We know this home. We know this street. What a terrific property.
Well, it's interesting, Gary. A bit of a story. These people that own this house moved there from Marlborough Street, so they literally love the area.
From
of
Marlborough country,
from
Phillip.
North Caulfield, so much that they moved just a few streets up. That's 4 to 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, off-street car parking for a couple of cars. Got a lovely period-style home, and it has got the most fantastic back garden. That's a really good house.
You get a little sleep in, Phil, because your first one's at 11:30,
I know, how
not
good's that?
10:30 as usual.
Might go to the gym Sunday morning.
You should,
Gary.
Phil. You should go there. At 12:30 p.m, we're in Garrell Street, one of my favourite streets in Caulfield North. This is a terrific contemporary home. Phil has been in the same hands for many years. Going up at 12:30 p.m. Tell us a little bit about it, please.
What a great house, Gary. 4 to 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and that's got a swimming pool, big entertaining areas, beautifully built solid brick construction downstairs with a concrete slab at first level. That's a beautifully designed, beautiful house in excellent condition. And the viewers may like to know that if you buy that house, just give me a call. Gary lives in the next street. I'll give you he's got a very electronic home, which means you only need the key, you only need the code to put into the alarm, and you get to go through his entire house. So if you buy Garrell Street, I will give you that code. If you run short of anything, sugar, fresh towels, aftershave, I'll give you the code. Just help yourself to Gary's house anytime.
Thanks so much for that, Philip. At 1:30 p.m, we are going to be in one of those wonderful properties that we talked about, Leon, in Ludbrook Avenue. You're very familiar with that street too, because we've had a lot of sales there, haven't we? Ludbrook Avenue, this is a fine property, Philip, a beautiful, stunning, modern, edgy townhouse. Number 62B, Ludbrook Avenue, Caulfield South. You're going to be doing this auction at 1:30 p.m. Tell us a little about it, please.
A fantastic 2-storey brand new town residence. Everything that opens and shuts is there. Beautiful timber floorboards throughout. 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. That is a sensational home.
You can go home after Ludbrook Avenue and just relax and enjoy the weekend. Unless, of course, you want to come to our 2:30 auction, because we do have one at 2:30 p.m. and that's in Wilgar Street, St Kilda East, a terrific courtyard apartment.
Who's doing that auction,
That
Gary?
Leo Samuel has been involved with them. Samuel Brothers, as we like to call them.
Yep.
Are back on the job, Phil. This is a terrific apartment. Tell us a little bit about it.
Gary, I love this address. Wilgar Street is a favourite address of mine, and this is a really big 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 1 car space apartment on the ground floor, and it is just fabulous. And you've got to love those polished timber floorboards throughout and that glamorous white kitchen.
Phil, it wouldn't be an episode of GPTV if we didn't talk about the property that we're at, because it is a privilege and an honour to be in this home, Philip, because we are right here in prestigious Halstead Street, number 23, if I'm not mistaken, Philip. I've
Yes,
got
why
lots
are
of
you
mistakes
talking
today.
so softly now?
Because I've just become a little bit unconfident because I've made a few errors today, losing a little bit of my edge and sheen, which
Gary,
I can't afford to do at
I'll
springtime.
lift the tempo here because this house is nothing short of spectacular.
Tell
One
us
of the
about it.
most beautiful houses we've had on the market in many, many years. The perfect floor plan here.
Yes.
Because you've got the most massive entertaining areas, a formal lounge room, a formal dining room, which, whilst I say they're formal, they've got this lovely informal feel about them, so you would actually use them. The most incredible kitchen, meals, family room, and the bonus, of course, is the big playroom that overlooks the back garden, the swimming pool, this al fresco entertaining area with its built-in barbecue, and then, of course, you go upstairs through that up that magnificent winding staircase with its wrought iron to the main bedroom, which is like checking into the suite, Gary, of a luxury hotel, which you're obviously quite used to doing because you're always on holiday in luxury hotels, but that is magnificent. One of the best walk-in robes you'll see and one of the most glamorous bathrooms. So Gary, I'm in love with this house. This is a house that people like you and I and Leon would aspire to living in.
You would absolutely be thrilled to be in a
I think
home
that
like
was
this,
quite
Phil.
a wrap, wasn't it?
It was a good wrap and a home that's worthy of that wrap, Phil.
Yep.
And certainly delightful vendors. We're delighted to represent them. And
Yes.
this one goes up, Philip, in September, on the 14th of September. You've got a little bit of time still to get here
And
at
a
3:30
special
p.m.
shout out to the male part of this family.
The male
Special
part.
the
Is that
male,
what
the male owner as opposed to the female owner, husband and wife here. Special shout out to the husband, because if you're thinking about how glamorously we are dressed, well, we have the owner of this property to thank us, and we're not going to mention the name of his company until he pays us the requisite fee.
That's right.
Or gives us our suits
Exactly.
for free.
No free sponsorships on GPTV.
Exactly not. But a special shout out to
Yes.
Harley because, you know, we look so good because of you.
He is the family patriarch and he has a beautiful home that we're going to sell and push him out of, Philip.
Yep, exactly.
We look forward to that. So that's a big wrap for GPTV for this week, which closes out winter and welcomes in spring, Phil. Looking forward to a very exciting run in now.
Can't wait.
To the end of the year. If you want to
It's the
sell.
Spring Carnival.
It is the spring carnival. If you want to sell this year, vendors, prospective vendors, you better get moving, because otherwise we'll be singing jingle bells before you know it.
Yep, and it'll be a February auction before you know what's going on.
We will. We'll keep you up to date with all of the news on GPTV. I'm Gary Peer.
I'm Leon Guzenfitter.
I'm Phillip Kingston. Have a great week.
Bye now.